What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Arizona for potentially the last time in this series, because since we ended up losing our last two games, we dropped out of the top 25 and potential contention to be able to make it to the conference championship. So if we don't end up picking it up here in these last three games and we don't make it to the conference championship, I don't think that there's much of a chance for us to make it to the playoffs. Now, if a miracle happens, we win out and we find a way to make it to the playoffs, we'll be doing one more video in Arizona. But for now, I'm just kind of assuming that because we ended up dropping two games and we're not in the top 25 anymore, despite the fact that Kansas State is 6-3 sitting at number 6, still just kind of planning on this being the last video here. However, I am going to be hoping for the best, and we're going to be doing our best in these last couple games because especially this K-State game is going to be extremely important. We need to prove that we should be back up in the top 25, and what better way than defeating the 6th team in the nation? Am I right? So, we got 6 energy. Let's end up doing a little bit of training. Now, I'm kind of curious if we end up doing one more training, if we'll have enough to be able to get our health back up to normal. Now, honestly, I'm a little worried that it's just going to bring it back up to basically where it's at right now. We're still going to have a little bit of wear and tear going into the game. So, part of me is really thinking that maybe we just heal right now, and then we'll work on some academics because it is kind of important. We don't want to go ineligible at the end of the season, especially if for some bizarre reason we do make it to the conference championship or we do make it to the playoffs. We want to make sure that we're eligible to play those games. So let's focus on that a little bit too, and I think that's going to be the best course going forward. Now, obviously, we have 0 skill points right now, but we are going to have to up the catching next, so we're going to have to really kind of dominate these next couple games to be able to get as much experience as possible to be able to get those skill points. But we're going to get into practice, and then we'll look at this matchup against K-State. But despite the fact that Kansas State is 6-3 right now, they still do have a pretty decent overall. It's higher than us, and it looks like that defense is the thing that's carrying them. 87 overall, which means we need to be extremely vigilant when we go out for passes, making sure that we don't make them throw into any picks, because I think that's what's going to get us taken off the field. And needless to say, we're not going to get any stats if that ends up happening. So let's go out there. Let's hope that we can dominate this 87 overall defense, and let's hope that we can knock K-State out of the top 10 and hopefully put us back up in the top 25. Well, unfortunately for us, Kansas State started off with the ball and they ended up scoring in like 3 minutes, so they took a while for their drive. So let's see if we can have another good drive too as we get that block attempt. We pick up 6 right there. Coach wants to go for a halfback counter. I disagree with that. So I think we're actually going to go with the shock H option. Actually, go. Snap it. We had the corner who wasn't on us. The good thing, though, is as a team, we ended up picking up the first down right there. And realistically, that's definitely what we needed. Now, we're going to go to the all-go because, again, let's do it again. It looks like that's what's fooling them. Hit me over here. Let's go. That's going to be a first down, and that is our first catch of the day as we stay on the field, and we're almost at midfield ourselves. So let's keep this going. We got play action here. We haven't really run much except for that first one of the day. Oh, that looked like that was going to get picked off. Thankfully, that ended up just getting swatted down. That was the last time we'd see the field on that drive, but we did end that with a touchdown. And now we have the ball back in the first quarter. Still tied 7-7. So, hit me. There we go. What a catch. And we stay on our feet. No way. We break that tackle. We almost slipped away, but not quite. But we do get a first down to the 44. Did not think that we were going to hold on to that one, but we did. We're going to go for a run on this one, though, because why not? We've been doing a lot. Don't do that, you son of a bitch. I was trying to get him to run away after that first initial push, but no, the guy just continues to run into us, and that's going to be a block in the back. So instead of a 2nd and 8, that is going to be a 1st and 18. Now, we are not going to go with that play because I feel like we need something a little further downfield to at least make it a 2nd and somewhat manageable. So let's end up going for a passing play here. Let's see if we can get open. Oh, here we go. There it is. Can we turn up? Just enough for a first down. We stretch just forward to be able to pick that one up. And that is definitely what we needed to keep this drive going, especially after that penalty. So let's go. We're going to be running on this one. Don't push him in the back again. And we end up losing 2 on that run. So it begs the question, why are we going for another run on 2nd down, on 2nd and 12? That's why we changed it up, and we're going for the all-go. Let's see if we can get free here. Here we go. There we go. Down the sideline a little bit. We got a couple extra yards after that. We're down to the 30. And we do have a chance to get in the end zone here. We're sitting at 66 yards, something like that in the first half. So we're in a pretty damn good game so far. Oh, yep. Smart on taking that short curl there. That's going to be enough for a first down. And now on 2nd and 9, it looks like our corner is shading us to the inside. If we can get out a little bit, oh, we might have a touchdown. Oh, hit me. There it is. Boom, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We just slipped right past him. That release going up definitely helped us out a bit. And there we go. We got our first touchdown of the game, and we end up going up by 7 in the second. Unfortunately, K-State would respond, but we have a chance to end this half with the ball and be able to get it back on in the next half. So let's go. 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. Ooh, I was hoping we can actually undercut the guy right there and be able to pick up a couple. We didn't get it, but we still pick up 9. That's great. We have no help over top. Yeah, let's... I hate to switch this up again, but... Oh, do it! Do it! There it is. Come on, I wish you were faster. Why did you have to turn around to catch that? That's enough for a first down. I'm glad that we were able to slip past them. Now, question is, can we do that again? Just hit the 2-minute warning, 1st and 10 on their side of the field now. Nope, we're not... Oh, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. We end up finding a way to get free for the first. And, hey... Feel like the skill upgrade that we got in the last video is actually helping us out quite a bit here. So let's go 1st and 10, dude. If we can get into the end zone, that'd be great. I would love to waste more time, but hey, this is better than nothing. That's not even our fault. That was just a bad throw by the quarterback to a different receiver. And they take that back for a pick 6. So now we're back down a touchdown, but we get the ball back. We have 1:43, and then we do get the ball back at half. And if we want to have any shot at the conference championship or the playoffs, we can't lose. So let's see if we can get beyond them. No. Okay. That's all right. It's a good 5 yards. So let's go. 2nd and 5. There we go. Oh, man, I can't believe he undercut that. Good job swatting it away, though. Unfortunately, they took us out. The drive stalled, and we had to punt it, and they got a field goal out of it. So now we're down 10. But at least we have the ball back at half. That's great. Don't. There we go. Great block right there. We didn't pick up a single yard on it, but at least we didn't block in the back. Let's go. 2nd and 10. He wants to run again. We're not. Get past him. There we go. It's a great catch. It's going to be a first down. We just need to continue to do that. And we got a shot here. We got a real shot. Let's go double post, but let's see if we can just get beyond them and see if we can just take it down the sideline. Nope. Damn it. That's okay. That's okay. You know what? It stops the clock anyways and all that kind of good stuff. We're going on a wide receiver under here, but let's see if we can get past him. Oh. Nope. Okay. Well, I thought maybe. Not maybe, but no, that now in hindsight, that was stupid. Thankfully, we would pick up the first down on the next one, though, and we're back in the game. So let's see what we can... There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Just going on the out right there. It's just been just money all game. I think that's what we have to keep doing against K-State if they keep us in the game. Bad news is we didn't stay in the game. Good news, we got the touchdown. So we're only down 3, and we got the ball back. So we got a chance to go up right here. So let's see if we can do that. Nope, you get sacked. That's very unfortunate because we could have been free. Just makes me wish that our offensive line could actually block. Well, been a couple drives and nothing's really happened, but now we're in the 4th quarter and we got a chance to go up. Come on. We're on the 10-yard line, so there we go. That's beautiful. That's a first down and we get out of the danger zone. We're at almost the 25-yard line. And they want us to run on this one, and honestly, I think that's probably a good idea this time. I think that's a great idea. Don't block him in the back, though. That's all I'm going to say. Well, we end up losing 1 on that one. It's... For some reason, running just doesn't seem to work for us, so I think we need to go through the air. So we're going to do that here on 2nd and 11. Let's go. There it is. Nice. Can't quite turn it up for the first down, but it is going to be a 3rd and inches, and I'm hoping that our offense can pick it up. Well, they do, and we're on the 42-yard line, so let's keep this moving. There we... nice! We end up staying in for that one. Great footwork. We get taken out, but still a 9-yard gain to make it a 2nd and 1. And we were able to make it into their territory as well, so with 3.5 to go, we're in the driver's seat here. Kind of, because we're down, but still. We're in a decent spot. Nice. Way to find him across the middle. It's going to be a good 7-yard gain, and that's going to put us down in the red zone. Well, they took us out, and we scored, but then they allowed them to come back and score again. 24 seconds left, all 3 timeouts. We got to use them, and we got to do our best here to slip by our corner. Oh, come on. Damn it. That was stupid on my part. That's okay, though. That's okay. Hey, you know what? I'm going to make bad decisions from time to time. We just need to get into field goal range. That's going to be the important thing. And we can't hold on to it across the middle. We had to dive for it, though. Come on. We can't lose. But we do. If we would have stayed on the field, we would have found ways to be able to get the ball, get it downfield, and at least get it into field goal range. But instead, we drop 31 to 28. And we had a damn good game. I think we had more yards in the air than the quarterback for the other team had. That is ridiculous, because look at these stats. We actually had a really good game when we were out on the field, and they just did not allow us to stay out there. You had 340, that one costly interception. It was a little ridiculous. But we had 182. 12 receptions for 182 and a touchdown. Holman ended up getting 2 touchdowns himself, but with only 27 yards. But man, there's no reason why we shouldn't have had more and been able to win that game. Now the playoffs and the conference championship are out of the question, and we just need to do our best in the remaining games that we have. So after starting the season 7-0, we go on a 3-game lose streak. And yeah, thanks Donna. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. Now, I'm not taking the blame for that. I actually kind of want to blame Coach, but I feel like if we do that, then we would just kind of throw ourselves under the bus for these last couple games. So let's promise to win next week. Let's hope that it doesn't glitch out and just say that we didn't win because we didn't win that last game and all that kind of good stuff. Now, we do have an NIL offer here as well. So we need 2 energy up front for a 5-week contract, and it's a 3-point reduction in the back wear and tear. We're going to say absolutely not. I'd rather use those 2 energy to either study, get an extra skill point, or even be able to heal up just a little bit. So let's go to our weekly agenda where we have 5 energy. Let's go in that training. Let's also go for the health. And I still do kind of want to get this up a little bit. So let's do that. And let's up that leadership too. So not bad. We do have 1 skill point. Looking again one more time at the upgrade player. I think that with the hands, we need 7. So we're going to have to get 6 more. The route running is going to be pretty important too. We're going to have to up that release again too. But again, those are the 2 things that we're really going to focus on, just improving kind of going forward. After that, maybe the IQ just to up our overall, but we'll see how many skill points we get for the rest of this series. Well, let's get into practice, then we'll get into this game against BYU. Again, we're pretty much out of the running for the conference championship as well as the playoffs, so if we can just find a way to win out and at least end the season on a good note and have a great bowl game, that'll be better than nothing. Now, even though BYU is 4-6, I still feel like it's going to be a pretty tough matchup. They're an 84 overall, but we're kind of used to teams like this. I mean, the team that we just played, Kansas State, was a little bit better. So why can't we keep up with these guys too, right? So worse defense than what we faced in the last one. Let's hope that we can break off some really good gains again too. So it looks like we're starting with the ball this time. Hopefully that's going to be our the thing that actually brings us to victory here. We'll see what happens. Let's go. Oh man. That's your first pass of the day is out of reach to us? Buddy, we had a pretty good game right there if you would have been a little more accurate. Instead, we're sitting at 2nd and 10. And we're going to have to find a way to be free across the middle, which he doesn't even give us the time. A nice little block attempt, but only a 4-yard gain on that one. Let's go. 3rd and 6. We need to pick up the first right here. It's just 5 yards, 5-6 yards. Come on. There we go! What a pass! That was a slant that kind of turned into like a little loop route downfield, and we find a way to get past the defense. And we got ourselves a first down past midfield. Now, they took us out for the rest of that drive, but we scored, but so did BYU. So it's still a tie game here. But come on, if we're not going to be on the field much, that means we need to make the best of what we have so far. No, buddy, I was open. If he would have gotten that 1 foot in, that would have been a really nice gain, but not quite. And it looks like we're back to the regiment of just being out there for like one play a drive, because, well, we're back out there now, but it's been a little while. Let's go 1st and 10. There we go. What a catch. Way to come back to it. That's great. That's a first down to the 28. Thankfully, we get to continue to stay on the field. I was ready to take a little break right there, but nope. We're back here, and we're down almost in the red zone. Let's see if we can... Oh, hit me right here. Way to hold on to that. Getting absolutely clobbered. Surprised we're not going to the hospital right now. Well, let's go. We hang on to that. We're down to the 18. Let's see if we can get in the end zone now. But, oh no, we turned upfield a little too much. No, that's on me. And that might be our only opportunity to score in this drive. Oh, never mind. Thankfully, our offense is incompetent without us out on the field. So, 3rd and goal. Let's see if we can do a nice little... Nope. But hey, we get in the end zone anyways. That's awesome. I wish that could have been our touchdown, but at least we get a nice little lead here, and hopefully that's going to be a big difference maker at the end. Still got the lead at the end of the 2nd quarter. We got 1:37 left, and I changed this to a fade. Let's see if we can get past him. Nope. There we go. We'll get him on the out, though, but we are unfortunately out of bounds. Rough. Oh, well. Ooh, I feel like Riley's actually going to be open here, so let's see what ends up happening. There we go. No way he picked that off. I thought we were going to be able to get that across the middle, but no, and we may have just screwed ourselves. And I don't know if we did or didn't, but we certainly didn't help, because now we're down a score. Rough. No way we're going to end on like a bunch of losing streaks. And unfortunately, our quarterback is so rattled that dude won't even wait just a little bit to be able to get the ball out and wait for something to develop. 2nd and 7. Let's go. Hit me. Come back. Nope. Unfortunately, we continue to run out of bounds. But at least we got ourselves a first down. We're getting a little closer to midfield, too. So let's keep this up. A little RPO right here. Don't. Oh. Well, at least we didn't get a block in the back. And now it's 2nd and 6. We're going to play action, and we got this guy. Oh. Bro, if we can just put a little move on him, we're going to be good. There we go. That's perfect. We do get knocked out of bounds, but thankfully we end up coming back to it. And you can tell we've definitely improved a bit over the last season. Apparently not enough for Coach to want to keep us out on the field for a lot of the game, but still, we're getting better. 5 minutes left to go in the game. 21-21. Let's see if we can make a big difference again. There we go. Great catch. Oh, we almost kept the toes in, but unfortunately stepped out of bounds around midfield. But again, big first down right there. We're getting some good yardage in this one. Let's keep this up. Let's keep it going. Got a little motion. And he's wide open across the middle. Great. Running down the seam. Beautiful. Now we got a little play action slide here. Let's see if we can get open across the middle. Let's see if they fall for the play action. You're going to take us off the field when he missed us for a touchdown. And somehow we get punished by not coming back into the game at all for the last couple series. And now we're down by a touchdown in overtime. I don't get this team. Or at least this coaching staff. See? Because if you would have kept us on the field, we could have done that all game. Could have done that all game. Well, let's go. At least that's going to send it into double OT. And imagine touchdown on back-to-back plays in overtime. Just imagine that right here. All right, you know what? That was a safe play, though. Safe play. Good couple yards on that. That's good 8 yards. I do not like running a slant right here. We're not going to call for it unless we were just blatantly wide open. We were, and I called for it, but he still hit him across the middle. So let's go. 1st and goal on the 8. I'm changing to all go because I feel like we are going to have a better opportunity to get free. Let's go. There it is. There it is. Come back. No, you were off balance. Off balance, and you're going to take us out of the game on the 2-yard line. Come on. And in the least shocking thing to happen in this game, 3rd and goal on the 1-yard line. We couldn't punch it in. So let's do it right here. There it is. You're welcome. We are the Lord and Savior of Arizona football. And thankfully, we go up now. We just need to get the 2-point conversion. Question is, are they going to keep us on the field for the 2-point conversion? And you bet your ass they are. I don't know what play we just called, but we're changing it up to all go one more time. Someone's going to get free. And you know who the it's going to be? It's going to be us. Let's do it. There it is. There's the 2-point. If that is the game-deciding play right there, then I swear, coach deserves to get fired at the end of the season for keeping us out of the game for this long. And let's go. BYU ends up scoring but can't get the 2-point, which means we win in double overtime, 39-37. You are welcome. We are the reasons we won that game, damn it. And this dumbass decides to get player of the game. Are you kidding me? 269, 5 touchdowns. But come on. We were the most impactful player on the field when we were out there. And yet we do not get rewarded for it. But still, very great stat line there in that game. We will definitely take that along with a win. Again, Fafita had 269 with 5 touchdowns and the 1 pick. But us, man, 9 for 122 with 2 touchdowns. No one else had over 50 yards. So how are we not player of the game again? And that is back-to-back good games right there, too. Absolutely love it. And yes, we did promise a win, and thankfully, we did. How did you know? Are you kidding me? It was all us, and as much as I love to praise ourselves, let's praise our teammates. You know, the guys that get the accolades over us, even though we're the difference maker in the game. There we go. We get a little bit of a leadership increase. That's great to see. And now as we advance the week, we are going to see our final opponent, which again, the way that we played this final half of the season, no way we're making to the conference championship. No way we're making it to the playoffs. But again, if we can end this season potentially jumping back up in the top 25, that would make me pretty damn happy. We got Mayan Spring. Is this something like a like Mountain Dew? I'm assuming? Either way, though, it's a 3-week contract, only 2 energy up front, 400,000 followers, and a small leadership boost. I'll take it, honestly. Better than just the little bit of back wear and tear that you get off for all that kind of stuff. We don't care about that. We do get that small boost, though, and that's great. And look at that! We do make it back up to the top 25. And we're going to be facing number 17, Arizona State. Who would have thought that this matchup was ever going to be this pivotal this late in the season? But let's go. Let's do our weekly agenda. We only have 3 energy, which means all we can do, train a little bit, and let's get that health all the way back up to just full. Low risk of injury, no wear and tear, and I feel like we're going to be good for this game. We have 2 skill points, which means we're really building up pretty quickly, and hopefully those hands can get improved before this season is over. So this is going to be a tough matchup. It really, really is. Arizona State is 8-3. They are higher than us in the rankings, but they're lower than us in an overall, and their defense is worse. This is the worst defense that we faced today. There's no way that we end up getting beat by them, right? Well, we're starting this game with the ball, and we actually have a really good opportunity right here. If this really is an 82 overall defense, and some of the low ratings are in their secondary, this could be a touchdown right here. It is not, but we are going to come back to the ball. Let's go. In seasons past, that ball would have dropped at our feet. Thankfully, we came back, we kept the vision, and we ended up catching that. And now we're almost in midfield to start the game already. Let's go. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Who do you think you're trying to get right there? We hold on to the ball. We get a 6-yard gain. We almost break that off for a little bit more. But at the very least, we are at midfield now. Let's keep this up. There we go. What a play. Dude, he just kept running downfield, expecting us to be right next to him. We cut back in. We get that. That's 3 straight catches. And we are getting really close to the red zone now. So let's see what we can do to at least get into that territory. As we do end up catching that one. It's only a 6-yard gain, but we're almost down to the 20. But now on 3rd and 1, we really need to pick up this last yard. Let's see where we can get it. Oh, just give me right here. Hello. Cut it back up. Ooh, we end up trucking through him a little bit. And even though we do step out of bounds, we're down to the 8. Thankfully, the offense would end up finding a way to get in the end zone there. And we are up 7-0 here with the ball back in the first. Albeit on the 10-yard line, but still, we have the ball back. There we go. Right to the sideline. We keep our feet in. And that is a big catch. Oh, they're challenging to see if we had possession? Again, who do you think we are? Look at that catch. He had both feet. And that ball did not move a single bit. Not a single bit. And we got ourselves a 17-yard gain. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily true. There have probably been much better catches in their school history than that. But still, that wasn't bad. 1st and 10. Let's go. We should have called for it, but I was afraid that he was going to just throw it to one of the defenders. The feed is always good for at least one pick a game, and I did not want it to happen right there. But now we're sitting at 3rd and 10. Let's see if we can find a way to... Oh, there we go. Wow. Okay, so maybe it's their secondary that's keeping their defense from being like under 80. You just got to tip your cap to them at that point. That was just a really, really great jump of the route. Let's go. 1st and 10. There we go. Way to dive for that one. Way to hold on to it, too. We're being taken out of the game, but again, another good reception. Well, I don't know what happened there. We were off the field for it, but they ended up getting the ball back and scoring. And now we got the ball back at the end of the 1st quarter. Why are you throwing it to me? I did not call for that. He just threw that for no reason. He had someone open short, too. And for the overall that Fafita has, he is not very composed under pressure. Let's go. 3rd and 7, though. There we go. That's a great catch. We hold on to that one, and thankfully, that is not a repeat of the last time we did that same route. And we are sitting just under 100 yards now, and we just got into the 2nd quarter. So let's see what we can do. Could have waited just a second, man. We would have been open for a 1st. Instead, you only get a 6-yard gain on that one, and it's 3rd and 4. And now we need to get the 1st right here. Thank you. I thought he was going to throw that like behind us, but no. We look back for it, and we get the reception. We're on their side of the field. We're a 1st down now. Now, that wasn't necessarily a huge gain, but it wasn't bad. Let's go 1st and 10. Let's keep it up. There we go. I tried to do a running catch, and he decided not to do that. And what could have been 10 was only 2. And now we got a 3rd and long. Not ideal, but 5 minutes to go. We're on their side of the field still. Let's see if we can get a good gain. There we... Oh, man. He must have got pressured. Yeah. And unfortunately, coach is going to defer to punt. Granted, it was the right decision. We get the ball back, and we got another chance here. So let's go. There we go. Nice. We ran out of bounds again, but hey, you know what? We're getting good gains, and we're back to midfield, and we're over 100 yards. If it wasn't for us, our team would be stalling out right now. 2nd and 6. There we go. Way to hold on to it, too. Yeah, we still need to up the hands a little bit, but thankfully we proved that our hands are still pretty damn good regardless. And we're at 122 yards now in this 1st half. Let's see if we can make it 150 and get a touchdown right here. Nope. Oh, come back and block. Damn. We were going to break it on the out, and we're going to get the 1st, but instead, 3rd and 3, and make that a 4th and inches. So let's... No, don't... Thank you. Okay, good, 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 good. Don't go anywhere. What? I sat there to sit and catch it, and you threw it in as if I was still running. Now, no matter where we go for our senior season, we're going to go somewhere that's going to be fun. We want to make sure we're on the field all the time, and to do that, I think we need to be a much higher overall than everyone else on the team. There we go. What a catch. Why did you secure catch? I hit X to run. But at least it's still a couple of yards, and I feel pretty damn good about where we're at right now. We're going to go verticals on this one because I feel like we can actually blow this guy off the line. Bad choice of words. 2nd and 2. Oh, he pushes us out of bounds. But there he is, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Might not have been our touchdown, but we freed up one of our teammates for the touchdown. And yeah, of course it's Holman. Go figure. But we at least tie it back up. Now the defense would end up giving up a score to go back down by a touchdown, but at least we got the ball back, and we're into the 2nd half now. There we go. Why are we secure catching? I'm hitting X. But you know what? That's okay. again, at least we're catching the ball. That's important. No drops this game so far. 2nd and 3. Great catch. Way to keep your feet in yet again. And again, Coach, if you don't understand why we should be on the field all the time at this point in the season, again, you need to find a different job. Let's go. We're down by a score, but we have a chance. He's got no help over top. Just blow past him. There we go. There it is. Yeah, we're too slow. That's fine, though. We get down to the 32-yard line. That is another big gain right there. Team would score there, and Arizona State would end up getting a field goal back, but that's fine. At least it's not a touchdown. Guys pressing us again. There we go. There it is. Can we get past him? We do this time. Do we have the speed to get through him? Come on. Come on. Let's go. I did not think that we had the speed. Thankfully, that safety, it looks like he was like a converted linebacker. And yeah, dude, do you see that corner? Get some speed on him, almost catching us. But no, thankfully, we had just barely enough. And we finally go back up yet again in this game. And for some reason, Coach didn't put us in for the rest of that game. But we still end up winning 31-24. We take down a top 25 team, and that should move us up just a little bit more. Thankfully, we win the duel in the desert. Way to go. We had a lot of yards in that one, but we could have had even more if he would have put us on the field a little bit longer. But still, 17 catches, 255 and a touchdown. Good for player of the game for the first time this season. Yes, we have been National Player of the Week before, but not Player of the Game. I know, blows my mind too. But there we go, 31-24, big way to end this season. Fafita, 366 with 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, but the big player of the game is us right there, 17 for 255 in the big touchdown. If that does not put us up in the conversation for the Heisman, this game is super flawed. And thankfully that performance actually got us an extra skill point too, so we're up to 4 total skill points, which means we are very close to being able to up the hands. But let's advance this week, and let's see where we sit in the conference and where we're going to sit in the top 25 poll. As hopefully we see ourselves move up just a little bit. Well, we'll find out in just a moment after another NIL offer, because after that game, don't blame you for wanting to actually kind of tap into us for our superstar potential. But let's go. 2 energy up front, but a reduction of 4 from leg wear and tear. No, that ain't going to help us enough for us to really think that that's going to be worth it, you know? So, that's good. Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week. You'll love to see that. Unfortunately, not offensive or national Offensive Player of the Week, but still, very, very good week. We're up to number 15 in the poll, and that is great to see. I feel like if we see the conference here, oh my gosh, we have a chance. Well, I thought we had a chance, but I think that K-State is going to end up getting that over us, unfortunately. If we would have beat them earlier, we would have been in the conference championship game for sure. So that is very unfortunate that we do not see ourselves there. Let's get into our weekly agenda. Let's advance. Let's see what bowl game we end up getting, and let's see what we can do, or see what our matchup is going to be. So here's what we're going to do is we're actually going to do that because it's our bye week. We don't need to train, and we're going to also prepare a little bit for our academics as well. We're going to be able to advance the week and see who's going to end up in the conference championship, which again, is probably going to be K-State. And oh, that's unfortunate. 3 Ds and an F. Oh well. We should still be eligible though. Yeah, and unfortunately we did not make the conference championship. It looks like it is going to be K-State. So let's do that one more time. Let's up that twice. And let's end up upping... Let's go leadership. And let's do that one more time. Doesn't quite bring us up to excellent, but still, we're totally okay with that. Not too bad. And yeah, unfortunately, when we look into the games that are going to be played this week during the conference championship, we see it is going to be K-State and Colorado. Crazy. We have a lot of top 25 teams in our conference, surprisingly enough. But it's just unfortunate that we weren't the one to make it to the conference. So let's advance the week. Let's see what our matchup is going to be for our bowl game, because again, unless an absolute miracle happens, we are not going to see ourselves in the playoffs this season. So our academic advisor, got a little bit low. Okay, we'll come in for help. That way we're going to remain eligible for the bowl game, and we're not going to have any real big issues there. So it looks like we do have the bye week again. Let's do a little bit of training. Let's do that. And I think that's all we're going to be able to do. Let's get that leadership up to excellent. And let's get a few more, because now we're a superstar. Now let's see if Coach can actually treat us that way. So our clear-headed is activated. That is great to see. But unfortunately, again, we are not going to be in the college football playoffs. As you see, we unfortunately did not sneak up there. Colorado, who ended up winning our conference, is there and ended up getting that first round bye. That could have been us, but unfortunately, we dicked around a little too much during that Kansas State game, and Coach did not keep us in the very pivotal moments of that game. I'm already flustered just talking about it. So we'll do practice, and we'll end up seeing what our matchup is going to be in the bowl game, because obviously it's not a playoff game. So after all the dust has settled, it looks like obviously we did not win the Heisman, the one that did it 3,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. But again, if we can have a repeat of this position... Oh! Hold on, though! We did win an award, and we won Best Receiver of 2026. 1,700 yards, 16 touchdowns, and over 100 receptions. You better believe we deserve some kind of recognition. If we can have a season just like that next year, I think we have a shot. We just need to be undefeated as a team. That's going to be the main thing. Oh, look at that. First team all Big 12 as well. Just racking up the accolades. Second team All-American. I don't know how we didn't get, first team All-American if we were the ones to end up getting Best Receiver of the season. But that's okay. That's neither here nor there. And it looks like we're going to be facing Penn State at the Alamo Bowl. Going to be a really interesting matchup. And unfortunately, that is going to be this week. I do want to do our agenda right now anyways because, well, why not? We get that extra skill point. We want to make sure that we are going to have no wear and tear for this game. And would you look at that? We already graduated? How did we maintain a 3.0 after getting D's and F's on pretty much all our finals? That's great, though. We don't have to worry about academics going forward next season. And we can really focus on our brand as well as our leadership. So let's do that. And let's have as much composure as possible in this game. But again, we're going to be facing 7-5 Penn State in the Alamo Bowl. And that is going to be next week. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to have to make a big decision. Do we stay at Arizona or do we go to San Diego State? Or do we just go someplace else that might be a little bit better and be able to get us a championship? We'll figure it out. Guys, let me know down in the comments and we'll figure it out for the next video. But for now, this is where we leave it. Let's hope that we can end up winning a bowl game in the next one, and let's hope that we can end the season on a really, really high note. If we have a really big yardage game like we had in that last game, or I guess 2 games ago, then we actually have a shot to break 2,000 yards in the season, but we're going to need a really, really big game to make that happen. Either way, excited that we made it to a bowl game, and hopefully we can end the season on a strong note.